Hello there, I'm Daddy Clay.
I'm Daddy Brad.
Welcome to the DadLab Lounge, downstairs where we relax and talk about really important topics. Now, recently, a national parenting magazine released an issue that had on its cover a baby nursing. And this has created something of a mini furor in the parenting community about public breastfeeding. So today, we're going to talk about public breastfeeding.
I don't understand. Breastfeeding, it's a great thing for the baby. It's the best thing for the baby. Why would people want to discourage that?
Well, okay, given it's the best thing for the baby. That we know, everybody knows that breast milk, it's got 150 ingredients and aren't in formula. Big national campaign going on right now to support breastfeeding, and everybody agrees it's the best thing. But in public, I mean, is it okay for mom to breastfeed in public?
Is it okay to exercise in public? What if you're driving down the street and you see somebody exercising, running, jogging? Oh man, not in my neighborhood. Those shorts are a little provocative. Come on.
Well, I mean, but you know, if they're jogging topless, I mean, is that I'm not sure. I think that's a good analogy. If they're jogging topless, then you might say that's not appropriate.
Yeah, but you don't breastfeed. You don't breastfeed topless. I've never seen any lady say, well, it's time for me to feed the baby, and just whip off all of her clothes and breastfeed. Most ladies do it very discreetly, and if you catch a glimpse, then you're looking too closely in the first place.
Okay, but you will, I mean, that, now I'm in favor, personally, of breastfeeding in public, and I just want to say that for the record, but but you admit that inevitably, in the process of breastfeeding, her breast is going to be exposed in the process in a public place.
No.
And you're okay with that. I mean, it's okay with you if, someone that you knew exposed their breast in public while they're breastfeeding.
They're not exposing their breast. Number one, they have bras and they have shirts that are specifically geared toward breastfeeding, so there is a minimum of exposure. And like I say, most moms.
But there's going to be
discreet,
at some point. There's going to be. You're going to see. I mean, if you have to get the breast out of the clothing and get it in the child's mouth, there's going to be some boob flashes.
No, what are you, a pilgrim? Come on, there's not going to be. You probably will not even notice. I just think it's ludicrous to think for somebody to say this is some kind of erotic deal.
Okay, no.
So we shouldn't do it. I think it's crazy.
Okay, so there's no accounting for taste. I mean, maybe for some people it is erotic, and maybe there's like guys out there that are into that.
Yeah, but they're probably into they may think, oh, purple shirt. Ooh.
I mean, what if there's like nursingmotherpervert.com or something out there?
No purple shirts in the restaurant because James over here thinks that purple shirts are sexy. No, I think it's crazy. I think that 99% of the women that breastfeed in public do so very discreetly, and it's just a uproar that really shouldn't happen.
Well, but listen to the facts are that there was a poll published that said that 57% of Americans believe that breastfeeding in public is inappropriate.
Well, I think we need to start a new conversation. We need to say it's not. Why do you feel that breastfeeding is?
Well, because it's a woman's breast being exposed to public view. That's seen as a sexual area, and people don't want to see it in the while they're having sushi.
But you see it every day. You low cut shirts, spaghetti straps, vermicelli straps. You see more of a woman's breast walking down the street than you would ever see when someone's getting ready to breastfeed.
Okay, well,
most women are discreet.
Okay, so there's not a whole lot of breast exposure, but more than half of the people in America are uncomfortable with it. So would you say that it's okay to do it anywhere? Anywhere is okay.
Anywhere it's okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Anywhere. Restaurant,
absolutely.
totally okay.
Restaurant, totally okay, as long as you're discreet. If you're loud and obnoxious in a restaurant, then that kind of takes you over the line of being acceptable in the restaurant. If she's whipping it out, dipping it in the condiments and saying, all right, time to latch on, then maybe that's not so discreet. But most women don't do that.
Short of dipping the breast in the condiments, you're okay.
I'm okay.
If someone breastfeeds at a restaurant.
I am okay if someone breastfeeds in a restaurant, as long as they are discreet about it and respectful of the other diners. And you know what? I think other diners should be respectful of me as well.
So what happens? So you're in a restaurant. More than half of the people in there don't want you to see your wife, partner breastfeed, and she does, and they're uncomfortable and upset with that. Do you have some, I mean, think of that guy, a hypothetical guy who's in a sushi restaurant, and the baby is crying, and that's upsetting people, and so people start to watch.
No crying babies.
So then the woman at this hypothetical table picks up the baby and very nonchalantly, with great confidence, begins to take off the clothes and put the baby on.
Not taking the clothes.
Well, you know what I mean. She puts the baby on, and obviously it's making people uncomfortable.
I'm going to take my
It's
shirt
making
off.
people uncomfortable.
Wow,
So
you know.
is it inappropriate for the dad in this situation to take his napkin and get up and maybe shield the mom and put it over the baby?
Well, no, I don't think that's inappropriate. But the thing is, mom will probably do that anyway.
Okay.
Be discreet. Be respectful of other diners. But breastfeed in public in America. Come on, America.
Okay. So
embrace it.
actually,
It's natural.
everybody here in the Dad Labs is in favor of breastfeeding in public. We really do think it's the best thing. You want to encourage dad, mom to breastfeed anytime, anywhere. And you might even think about doing some things to help educate the public. You got a place of business that's public, put a sign up that says breastfeeding moms welcome, something like that. And
Absolutely.
take a look, Google around in your local politics and find out if there's any movements locally, like there is here in Texas, to try and increase awareness of the laws that allow women to breastfeed in public.
Really shouldn't be that controversial. It's a good thing.
Thanks very much. See you next time here in the Dad Lab Lounge.
So, what about sushi?
Well, the sushi was great, except I was a little hypothetically.